Welcome to WCW Spring Stampede 2000 here on Spike Piledriver. My name is Anders and this is the WCW 2000 series on Total Extreme Wrestling 9. Now, what we normally do in this series, if you are new to the series, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I know a lot of you are, but a lot of you aren't, and I need to get to 1,000 subs so I can make some money off the back of these videos, basically. Cheap plug, go and hit subscribe. Like the video as well. But if you're new to the series, sorry to go a little bit off track there. If you're new to the series, we normally have a spreadsheet that we hit random buttons on and it gives us a booking idea. Just generates a random booking idea which I have to change on the fly for the show we've already booked. Now obviously, as you can see on screen now, if you go back to the full screen, you can see I've already booked the show, Spring Stampede. We are not going to use the random booking generator today. We are replenishing the ideas behind it, as mentioned on the last Nitro, the Go Home show, which we didn't use it then either. There's a lot of ideas in there that are no longer relevant after everyone has left. We're going to rejig the ideas and the generated booking tasks on that list. Thanks to a load of comments from the last video. Please make some more comments in this video if you want to see some different things on there that you haven't already mentioned on the last one. I'll add everything that's been commented into that, and for next Nitro, tomorrow night's Nitro, we'll go back to using the random booker generator, and it will cause chaos. Now, obviously, in this game, it's WCW 2000. I am Vince Russo, and I am deliberately booking like I have no idea what's going on, because generally I don't. I try and forget what's happening week on week to give you that authentic feel, and it's also a good cop-out if I just forget what's happening, because it's part of the story. So tonight, we have got a 6-person main event for the WCW World Championship, and how we got here is, I'm not really sure. Go and watch some past videos if you want to find out. I think we did a screw job on Hulk Hogan at the last pay-per-view. That's how Lex Luger became champion. Sting's been #1 contender for about 7 weeks. Sid Vicious has been a thorn in Sting's side. The Outsiders are also involved. They want the title back. DDP wants to stop the Outsiders from winning, also to become champion. Sting and Luger are now friends, rivals. Are they friends again? Who really knows? Can Sting trust Luger? Is Luger going to turn again? We've had a face turn being hinted at for Kevin Nash for about 3 months. Still not pulled the plug on that. Not pulling the plug on that tonight either, just to let you know. Eric Bischoff is back as WCW Commissioner. That's going to feed into. We've got a US title tournament as well, which finishes tonight. So we stripped Scott Steiner of the title, and we're going to give it him back again. But then he walked out. It's all going on. Lots of things to catch in previous Nitros. Go and watch the rest of the series. It will not be a regrettable decision. Each video is about 20 minutes long. This one should be about 20 minutes as well, hopefully. And it's worth catching up. And also, just watch Spring Stampede now, because let's be honest, anything that happens tomorrow night on Nitro is probably going to ignore everything that's already happened in the last few months. Right, on to the show. We are in Georgia at the Phillips Arena, 15,000 in attendance. I imagine if this was really WCW 2000, there'd be about 2,000, of which 90% were papered. But never mind. Right, the show starts with a video package highlighting that convoluted route that we've taken to get to the 6-way main event for the title. Fans are starting to get bored with the hints at Kevin Nash's face turn. Yes, I know. Crowd is simmering. We're off to a simmering start with a 66 for the video. Sid Vicious still got that groundswell of public support, even though he's a maniac heel. Right, those 6 men that you see on screen now, you will see quite a lot tonight as we thread through for the rest of the show. I think there's only 7 matches on the card tonight, so we're booking a little bit more of a longer matches than you'd probably expect. We're going to start with a semi-final match in the US title tournament, and Vampiro gets the victory, 10 minutes, in fact, here, over Cruiserweight champion Billy Kidman, and in the process, cracked his tailbone, which is going to really hinder the final. Couldn't have happened at a better time. Kidman does the job, even though he's the Cruiserweight champion. Both men put in good performances. Kidman up to a 58, which is really, really good. Match rating gets a 55. Crowd still simmering. Now, long-term viewers will know the crowd heat is something that we struggle to keep under control. And even when we do keep it under control, somehow we get poor show ratings in the end anyway. But that's beside the point. 55 for the opening contest is good. Yes, Vampiro sustained a cracked tailbone, and Billy Kidman got some heat backstage because it was his botched move that did the injury. Then we head backstage to DDP, visiting Mean Gene for the first time tonight. Mean Gene is in action. The WCW title is always DDP's goal, but as long as the Outsiders don't leave with the title tonight, he will be able to sleep easy. So he's got two goals then, basically. Win the title and or stop the Outsiders from winning. If he wins the title, both happen. If he doesn't, then one of them might. Next up, Kurt Hennig and Jeff Jarrett in the second semi-final. Nobody gets injured in this one, and Jarrett wins with the stroke. Again, a 10-minute match. That's 20 minutes of in-ring action already on this show. 60 rating for this one. Both semi-finals pulled in some good ratings now. Will the Jarrett Vampiro match suffer because of that injury? Potentially, but we will see. Crowds now hot and rising as well. This is a good sign. Nothing bad on this pay-per-view. It's pay-per-view. Nothing should be bad on it. It should all be good. We're not here to try things out that we shouldn't try on Nitro. I say nothing bad. This gets the 32. It's a little bit of a comic relief, though, so it's fine. Rey Mysterio and Alex Wright. So Wright thanks Mysterio for stepping in tonight. Obviously, Wright was tag team partners with Disco Inferno in the Dance Thunderkind, but Disco walked out. So make it up on the fly. He asks Ray whether he can dance, and then takes a look at Stacey and tells her that he'd love to see her celebrate their tag title victory tonight, because, you know, he's a bit of a perv. Alex then asks whether they should have a tag team name, but Ray thinks they should probably focus on the match first. Good advice, Mr. Mysterio. 32 rating, little bit poor, never mind. If you're relying on Rey Mysterio to bring the, entertainment skills, but potentially going to come down a little bit. Scott Hall, he is with Mean Gene. He's got a hot catchphrase still. He's never been WCW champion, but will take every possible shortcut to change that tonight. He's honest, at least. He alludes to the fact that he and Kevin Nash are the only two men in the match who can trust each other. Will that play a part in tonight's big main event? Gets a 52. Possible. I need to get grounded in the fact that I'm not going to get good ratings from anyone, but 52 is okay. Then, in our tag team title match, this one was a bit of a car crash, deliberately, but the Revolution get the victory. Perry Saturn makes Rey Mysterio tap out to the Rings of Saturn, and it's their second defense of the tag team titles. Dean Malenko, favourite on the channel because he's absolute workhorse, that one. On the local to global 1992 save, he is absolutely tearing things up over there. If you haven't seen that series, go and watch it here on the channel. It's brilliant. It's completely different. It's nothing like this WCW 2000 series, but it's very, very good. And Dean Malenko is a crossover star in both of them. And Saturn's also there. In fact, Mysterio's just signed for us. Saturn's been a former tag team champion. Malenko's been a heavyweight champion and is TV champion as of recording. So a lot of people in this match, Alex Wright excluded, are on that save. So go and check that out as well. But let's get back on track. This one gets a 59. So a very, very good tag team match. Alex Wright getting better at his gimmick. Crowd is now buzzing, which is potentially the first time we've ever heard that statement. Let's move on. Kevin Nash, still, despite fans being bored with the idea of him turning face, gets a 59. I'm just going to keep going with it until everyone is completely turned off, and then I'll turn him face. He tells Mean Gene that he will be the WCW champion by the end of the night. Simple, really. I mean, he's phoning this in, really. 59 again, not bad. Then we get a History of Harlem Heat video. We look at their tag team success, the various betrayals, Stevie turning on Booker, Stevie turning on Booker again, Stevie turning on Booker a third or fourth time, then the reconciliation, and then Booker finally having enough and turning on Stevie. Booker's the heel going into this one, if you haven't been aware. That's because of the random Booker generator spreadsheet telling me to do so. 47, and we go into the match. Obviously, Booker is injured somewhat, so he's slowed down a little bit in this one. We tried to make it a bit more storytelling and protect Booker by keeping it simple. He gets a 49, which is a little bit disappointing, but given the task that I was given by the random bookie generator to have this match at this pay-per-view, we did so. 6 minutes was all it took. Booker got the victory. Booker's going to move on to bigger and better things as Stevie's on a bit of a downturn in his career now. Booker's hopefully on the up, and we can get him into either the US or world title picture. 49, not too bad. Moving on. Sting tells Mean Gene that his road to Spring Stampede has been littered with twists and turns, and he should have been the man to win the WCW title back at Uncensored. But tonight, that wrong gets put right. So I think we had him being number one contender, then Sid took him out, and then Luger took his place, and then Sid and Luger went to war. Luger then did a screw job on Hogan. Well, I say Luger was involved when I screwed Hulk Hogan. Then Sting's been put back in as a #1 contender, and then we've had a 6-way match. It's all a mess, and it's very, very late era WCW booking because I can't even explain it. 50 though for Sting, the interview with Mean Gene. We then get a mock career retrospective of Ric Flair, narrated by Shane Douglas. The franchise mocks all of his achievements, the Nature Boy's achievements, that is, not his own, and announces that tonight is his final match. It isn't, but that's what Shane Douglas will lead you to believe. Now, Shane Douglas is the Hardcore champion, and unless I've forgotten, this isn't a Hardcore title match. Gets a 52, and we go into the match that gets a 68. Flair was penalised due to his extremely poor form, but still put in a much better performance than anyone else so far on the card, even Dean Malenko. Ric Flair gets the victory with a figure 4 leg lock. The crowd gets hotter after this one, and what we haven't done is ruin the moment by having the rest of the Revolution come out and kick Flair's ass after the match. That will be saved for Nitro, I'm sure. But Ric Flair gets the victory. He's now an in-ring performer again. He was the commissioner, but everyone walked out under his leadership, so he's been booted by Eric Bischoff. 68 though, great match for the mid-card. Hopefully the last 2 matches I think that we've got left will build on that. Sid Vicious then storms into his interview with Mean Gene. His path of destruction continues tonight. Nobody is safe from the master and ruler of the world. This only gets the 43 though. Okay. Right, it's co-main event time. It's for the US title. The final is here. Vampiro's slowed down by his cracked tailbone, but we haven't changed things up. He is going to become the new United States champion. Vampiro beats Jeff Jarrett with the nail in the coffin. 59 is good, not quite as good as the Shane Douglas-Ric Flair match, and maybe with hindsight, we should have switched these two around and got the momentum building a little bit more. But the crowd are still nice and hot, so we can't really complain. I'm kind of holding things against Jeff Jarrett because, well, he's leaving me in the local to global save. So that's a spoiler for an episode. No, I suppose no. By the time you're watching this, that will have already happened. So if you're up to date on local to global, Jarrett's sodded off. Anyway, 59, not bad. Jarrett's not been getting the ratings you'd kind of hope for on this save, so I've not pushed him as much as Russo usually would. Next up, Luger backstage with Mean Gene. He knows that all of the focus is on his 5 challengers tonight. He's going somewhat under the radar despite being the WCW World Champion. He needs to remind everyone that he is the total package, and he will leave with the title still around his waist. 44 for Mr. Luger. Then Eric Bischoff. Not sure what he's doing, but he's in his office promising big things for Nitro tomorrow night. I don't know what those big things are yet. And I've not got long to book Nitro before it gets released, so... Excellent, that's the 32. That's cooled down. It's not even cooled down the crowd. The crowd's still very hot going into the main event. So that's fine. Thanks, Bischoff. I don't know what you're planning. Let me know when you know. In the main event. Oh, only a 58? That's terrible. Oh, come on. The match was too long. It's a 16-minute match with 6 men in it. Of course, that's not too long. Oh, come on. This is not on. Sting's won the world title. He pins Sid Vicious with a Scorpion Death Drop as all chaos is going on with Page and Luger fighting off the outsiders and all sorts. Sid's unhappy. Phoned in his performance. Clearly he wasn't trying. Fans are bored with Kevin Nash's face turn. Sting's off his game. Match is too long. Scott Hall's in poor form. I can't win. This is going to absolutely tank the show rating. How typical of this save game of WCW 2000 that this main event, absolutely stacked main event. The 6 hottest wrestlers in the company, apart from Goldberg, who's not back from injury yet, and Bret Hart, who will not be back from injury for another 5 years. These are the most over people in the company. Obviously, Hogan's left. Steiner probably wasn't in this group anyway, but he's left. These are our 6 main eventers. And it gets a 58. Ric Flair and Shane Douglas should have main evented. There, I said it. They should have been the main event. I don't know what to say. Now, I mean, the crowd's still very hot. Sting's handed the championship, beats his chest, stands tall on the top turnbuckles. Crowd goes nuts if they haven't already left. But it gets to 66. I mean, yeah, that's great. It gets to 66, but the main event only got a 58. Overall show ratings down at 62. I mean, I really don't like booking WCW 2000. It's so frustrating. Like, we had a decent run of things. That match there gave me hope. That you could absolutely put down to the fact Vampiro was injured. But that main event is just... You know what? Screw you, Sid Vicious. I'm blaming you. And also the fact I booked it for 16 minutes when apparently we haven't got the attention span for that kind of thing. Vampiro's out for 30 days. He's probably not going to be back. I don't know when Slamboree is. Or whatever. I think it's Slamboree this year. I'm going to have to check whether he can defend his title. He's just going to be in Angles now. We've got a US champion who's injured. I could have had chance. I had chance to change it. I didn't want to. I was hoping that wasn't going to be a long injury. Right, finance-wise, yeah, great. We ain't got any money. We're 10 million in debt. Popularity, making big gains in Europe. I mean, we've not lost as much everywhere else. That was WCW Spring Stampede 2000. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. What a show. Right, let's check when Slamboree's the 7th of May. So yeah, Vampiro can't really, well, he probably can, but he shouldn't really be defending his title until after Slamboree. I mean, Buff Bagwell's on the poster for Slamboree. He's not here anymore. He's gone. So yeah, he won't be wrestling. Let's take a look at our championship situation. Sting, the 7-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion. First time he's won the title since late 1999. Luger's reign lasts just 28 days, the same length as Hulk Hogan. Kevin Nash had the title for 35, and it was vacant for 6 after Bret Hart was concussed. But welcome Sting, you are our new champion. Let's see if we can get some good ratings out of you. The Brothers in Paint are both are singles champions, so there we go. The vacant title was vacant for 13 days. Vampiro is now the new US champion. I'm not convinced that it will last long because he's injured. Maybe we'll just switch the title tomorrow night on Nitro and be gone with it. Tag champs are still Malenko and Saturn. They've been champions since Uncensored. Obviously, they were champions before Uncensored as well, so they kind of, without that 6-day gap, they would have been at, what was that, 56 days. So, you know, they're having a good run. Probably one of the most solid parts of the show. Billy Kidman is also Cruiserweight champion. He's another member of the Revolution. He's been champion for 84 days, and if you forget that La Parka beat him and he won it back, it would be an extra 14. So he's coming on 100 days. He's our longest reigning champion, obviously now. 4-time Cruiserweight champion. And then our hardcore champion is Shane Douglas, who beat Sabu back at on Nitro on the 28th of Feb. And he's been champion for 49 days. Defended it twice. He's not defended it for a while now, since the last pay-per-view. But that is where we are. It's time for Nitro next, which will be tomorrow on the channel, because that's how it works. So then we've got Slamboree in a few weeks. How long is it until Slamboree? We've got, just 3. Okay, so we've got 3 Nitros. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to quickly turn around. So that's Nitro. 1, 2. Yeah, 3 Nitros, and then we've got another pay-per-view. Oh, how can we mess that up? Let's just do a quick top one. So Super Raw's our best event so far in the save. To be fair, Spring Stampede comes in at 11th behind quite a few Thunders, which don't count. Best match was that main event on Nitro last week, which got a 73, and then Nitro had an absolutely tanked rating for some reason. Attendance-wise, Super Bowl highest, buy rates sold out. We've been going lower and lower and lower and lower every single time, and I'm guessing it's because I've got Nitro on some obscure pay-per-view network in Japan and it's tanking everywhere else. I don't really know why it works that way. I don't even care. I'm basically keeping this save going until we run out of money and get kicked out. The company dies, basically. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my misery. I hope you enjoyed Spring Stampede 2000. Thanks to everyone who supports the videos, supports the channel, particularly those over on Patreon as well. And I hope you've enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And I'll see you tomorrow night on Nitro. Thanks again, guys.